The first production car with a recorded speed was the 1894 Benz Velo that had a top speed of just 19 km per hour. Few verified records exist from that point until around 1950, when the Jaguar XK120 set a production car speed record of 200 km per hour, not to be confused with the tuned prototype that managed to hit 214 km per hour. From this point on, it became a trend for automotive publications to do their own top speed test. Even the venerable McLaren F1 was tested by Car and Driver, and in 2005, we got our first government official speed record set by the Bugatti Veyron EB 16.4 and verified by German inspection officials in 2005. It was that moment when the official challenge between manufacturers kicked off, and since then, there have only been a handful of cars up to breaking the record. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 fastest cars in 2023, so let's get started. 10. McLaren Speedtail. The McLaren Speedtail was introduced in 2019, and it's considered a spiritual successor to the iconic F1. But that's mostly because it features a 3-seat layout with the driver's seat in the center. Unlike other cars on this list, the Speedtail is a hybrid combining a twin-turbo, 4.0-liter V8 gasoline engine with an electric motor. McLaren says that the Speedtail is able to hit 402 km per hour, which makes it the company's fastest vehicle yet. 9. Bugatti Veyron. The fourth Bugatti on our list, the standard Veyron, is the first production car that surpassed the 402 km per hour mark. And it did it back in 2005 when it put an end to McLaren's long-standing record set with the F1 in 1993. The Veyron, equipped with an early version of the 8.0-liter W16, hit a top speed of 408 km per hour on April 19, 2005. Its record stood for 2 years, but it was recaptured by the Supersport version and then by its successor, the Chiron. 8. SSC Ultimate Aero. The Ultimate Aero is the car that briefly stole the record from the Bugatti Veyron, until the Veyron Supersport came to take it back. SSC set its record in 2007 with a twin-turbo version of the car. The Ultimate Aero hit a top speed of 412 km per hour somewhere in West Richland and held the record until 2010. The Ultimate Aero was discontinued in 2013 after several limited edition models, but SSC is now working on a new contender for the world's fastest production car, the Tuatera. 7. Koenigsegg Agera R. The Agera RS may be the fastest of its kind, but the Agera R isn't far behind. Produced from 2011 to 2014, the Agera R featured the company's legendary 5.0-liter V8 engine, capable of up to 1,124 horsepower and 885 pound-feet of torque. The Swedish firm used this car to set a handful of records for production cars in 2011, but these were eventually reset by the Agera RS. Although it didn't set a record for top speed, the Agera R was nearly as fast as the Bugatti Veyron Supersport at 418 km per hour. 6. Bugatti Chiron. The standard Bugatti Chiron made it on our list as one of Bugattis. Introduced in 2016 as a replacement for the Veyron, the Chiron retains the quad-turbo Bu16 engine, but power was upgraded to 1,479 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. The Chiron's top speed is officially limited to 420 km per hour, which is a bit below the Veyron Supersport. On the other hand, the Chiron Supersport tops the list with more than 482 km per hour, so we know there's plenty of potential under the hood. 5. Koenigsegg Agera RS. The most powerful version of the Agera, the Agera RS, became the world's fastest car on November 2017, when Koenigsegg hit an average speed of 447 km per hour. The record lasted less than 2 years, but the Agera RS still owns a handful of benchmarks. 4. SSC Tuatera. It's not uncommon to see the controversy surrounding top speed records, especially when it comes to breaking the once mythical and downright impossible 482 km per hour barrier. It all started in October 2020 when the SSC Tuatera supposedly hit a high speed of 532 km per hour, which would have made it the fastest car in the world by a long shot. It took mere hours before people started pointing out discrepancies in the videos, and sure enough, what would have been a record-breaking run just couldn't be verified. 3. Bugatti Chiron Super Sport. The standard Bugatti Chiron is already among the fastest cars in the world with a top speed of around 420 km per hour, but the French firm wanted to set a new record, so it created an even more potent beast. Bugatti took the slightly more powerful engine from the Centodieci, rated at 1,578 horsepower, 99 more than the standard Chiron, added longer gear ratios to the gearbox, and crafted a revised aerodynamic package that increases the car's length by almost 10 inches. The modified car hit a top speed of 490 km per hour. 2. Hennessy Venom F5. Hennessy is known for its insane builds over the years, so the Texas-based tuner decided to give it a shot at making a car from the scratch. It came up with the Venom GT back in 2011 and stayed in production until 2017, although only 17 examples were built. All the oomph was routed to the rear wheels via a 7-speed automatic. The tuner automaker claims that the Venom F5 can sprint to 96 km per hour in under 3 seconds and will have a top speed of 500 km per hour. 1. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut. Just when you thought the Jesko was the ultimate machine from the Swedish automaker, it decided to come up with a hyper version of the supercar with the Absolut suffix. The Jesko Absolut was revealed in 2020, and the company worked on its aerodynamics and high-speed road behavior to make it unbelievably fast. It boasts a drag coefficient of just 0.278, courtesy of changes like an extended rear hood, covered rear wheels, and a lowered suspension. It misses out on front wheel louvers and the massive rear wings, whereas the front hood air ducts are also closed. The 1,600 horsepower, $2.8 million Absolute Jesko has a top speed of 531 km per hour. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this one, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on any of our videos.